one of the desires with Styles Beyond Stereotypes was to have it infiltrated into every aspect. So one of the things that we did was we were looking for all angles to try to incorporate individuals with disabilities. And a lot of times you have these like fundraising events where they have sponsors and get silent auction items. And some of those items are like, oh, let's go to the store and get a basket full of stuff. And we said, let's think outside of the box. Let's promote businesses and organizations that believe in individuals with disabilities. And so Jen Keaton, one of our models, the moms of one of our models, and a friend of mine said, hey, I know somebody that does clothing. Let's ask them.
I sort of stepped into the planning committee last year for Styles Beyond Stereotypes late. So they had already established a relationship with a designer and were working on their model sets as we talked about. And it became really apparent throughout the process that, I don't know if it was my idea or Lori's or maybe a collaboration of the two, that we really have this long-term goal with Styles Beyond Stereotypes to become vertically integrated, in the sense that it's like, gosh, what if as we grow this program, everything that touches this show could be or could come from the disability community. And so one of those discussions was, could we find a designer who is in the disability community, who touches the disability community in some way? And of course, I was connected to Alexandra and Victoria through the Williams Syndrome group, and I had seen what they were doing on social media. I saw that they had this thrifting, upcycling model as a business model already, and so I thought, geez, it was actually something that I thought was like maybe a stretch goal. I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be fun if at some point we could marry these two together? And it just so happened that that opportunity came up this year.
We started thrifting 3 or 4 years ago. I definitely started the journey of thrifting, and then I fell in love with it when it's like treasure hunting. You go and you find things you wouldn't normally find in a retail store. You never know what you're gonna find. It's always interchanging. And then Alexandra has always loved to shop. So Jen Keaton followed us on Instagram, and I believe she sent me an Instagram DM, and I can't remember exactly what she said, but we kind of just started engaging back and forth on Instagram. So Jen and Lori knew each other because Jen was very active with the fashion show last year. And when they were looking for a designer, Jen messaged me, I believe, and asked if this is something we would even be interested in. And I was like, yeah, like, of course we'd be interested in it.
Watching her engage with her sister and watching the connection that they have, and then the way that she interacts with the models, it's been incredible this week to watch that. We are beyond ecstatic to know that these models are not just seen now, they are asked for their opinion, they are part of the process, they have a voice in what it's gonna look like, and it's incredible. So that's a big part of the connection.
Victoria, Alexandra, these guys are from Louisiana. They came in on Monday.
Yes,
and
Monday.
We have been at the art thrift store for probably more hours than I think almost anybody in this room has ever been in there before.
So I've only ever dressed Alexandra. I've made her Night to Shine dress 2 years in a row. And she's the only person that I've designed clothes for other than, I guess, like myself. This week, getting to meet all the models and their families has been incredible. Being able to find something and they put it on, and even though it's not complete and not like the complete vision of what they have, but they get so excited and they're twirling around in their dresses, and they have been incredible to work with their families and them. And I'm so excited to make something that they're gonna be proud to wear, because I know how happy and beautiful Alexandra looks when she wears items that I make for her. And I am blessed and honored to be able to have that chance to do it for other kids with disabilities and adults, since our models are 72 to 76 years old. So it's just, this whole thing has been a true blessing.